Alright, y'all, TikTok said it's another one. So here we are with an espresso look. This right here. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Bridget Harrison, aka Bridget H, 40+ content creator, helping you with fashion ideas and makeup tips. I have the most technical difficulties. So first of all, shout out to Clearly Canadian. Like, y'all, so I just finished a skincare video. This is not a vlog. So y'all say, Bridget, where's the makeup? I already put some Emberlice on my face. I'm going to put just a tad bit more. Just a little, because I didn't put all the serums. I put some vitamin serum once I finished. I didn't do my whole skincare regimen because when I do my makeup, I have learned for me, putting all them serums on my face. Yeah, one day I look like Michael Jackson. And y'all already know I use my Pap by Beauty Bio for my lips. So the first thing, since I've already did my moisturizer, we're gonna go in with Milk Hydro Primer, and we're gonna prime the skin. We're gonna use Camo Ultra Wear. I'm using shade 460. This is our first time using it. I don't like getting foundation on my hands, y'all. Oh, this looks good. Oh, y'all, I might have did good with this one. I'm getting better with eyeing the foundations in the bottle. It's a natural matte foundation, and it is very thin and it's very breathable. Y'all, this looks good. Yeah, this looks like skin. Like, I like how it looks. It looks like skin, and it's very buildable. It's very buildable. So when it comes to picking a foundation, you want to pick a foundation off of your needs, right? Like, it's really, really, really hot in Dallas. Like yesterday it was 109. It's really hot. So for me, if I'm going outside, if I'm going somewhere, I don't want something really heavy, and this Ultra Wear foundation is really, really light, and I like how it feels on my skin. It doesn't feel like I have anything on. You can definitely tell I have on something, but it's not heavy. And then I had like this spot over here from this bump I picked it a few weeks ago, and it covered it easy, and it just looks good. It looks really, really good. It's a really, really light foundation, and I like how it feels. So it depends on what you're looking for. Now, if you have issues where you have like scarring and you have spots and texture, and even if you have texture and things like that, if it covers it well, then that's fine. But when I say scarring, like how I picked at my bump, if you got a bunch of bumps, you know, picked it, like it covered, the coverage is good as well. Because the thing is, especially if you have acne issues, when you're putting like a heavy foundation on top of that acne, it's not really good for your skin as well. Because if you have acne and then you put makeup on top of that and you're not cleaning it and cleansing it as good as it needs to be, then it's just like a shipwreck about to happen. Now we're gonna go on. Let me tell y'all, I have fell in love with this e.l.f. Deep Caramel 16 hour camo concealer. I have to make sure. I have just like fallen in love with it. Now, when you're looking to pick your concealer, it's always good to pick a concealer 2 to 3 shades lighter than your natural complexion. What it does is brighten up the face and it opens you up. And then depending on what you have going on up under your eyes, it's good, like depending if you want like a light concealer or a medium coverage concealer or even a full coverage concealer. So it just depends on your preference. This right here is buildable. It's very buildable, and it's really good up under the eye. And I like to take my either a brush and blend it out, a blending brush, or this powder puff and push it in while I'm blending. And if you have creasing, if you're creasing up under your eyes. This is a really good technique to do because you're putting that product inside the crease and it helps with creasing. And so far with this e.l.f. Camo concealer, I've worn it with 3 different foundations and liked it each time. Like, what I like about this concealer is, like, y'all look, and the mix of this foundation, it has my skin looking like skin. Now, when you do your skincare and all that, it goes really, really well together. Now we're gonna go in. Yeah, I'm liking this. Now we're going to go in with the Halo Glow Wand by e.l.f. Now, when it comes to this product, I like it because it has a very minimal coverage. So if you're new to makeup and you're like, I don't want to do all that, or I'm scared of all that, this is something really good because it's blendable, it's buildable, and it's blendable. And so you can kind of build it out how heavy you want it. And this is a Morphe M335 brush. This is my first time using this for this, and I actually like it. It has a nice blend, and it's a soft brush. So I still have control of where the product is going, but at the same time, I like that it blends it and it's soft. So it's not wiping the product away, which you can see, but it's still, yeah, I like it. So we're going to use Juvia's Place blush, Lily, for the first time. So instead of putting it on my face, because I don't know how pigment this is, and I've already low-key did like my foundation and stuff, and I don't want it to be too much. So what I'm gonna do is take a blending brush and work it in and build it up like that. Like I said, because I'm not putting a whole bunch of product on top of it. Ooh, this is pretty. So if you're using this for the first time, what you could do is always put the product on your hand and warm it up and put it on the brush and blend it in. Especially if you're new to makeup and you're like, oh my God. Because I done did like, oh guys, this is so pretty. What I'm learning is, for me, the pastel blushes are better for me. Like, when I say pastel, like a softer pink, not so much as like in your face. And then that's probably because I'm older too. And anything more light, it opens up my face and it's not gonna make me look old. So I'm loving how this blush looks. I love how it feels. And it's also complementing the foundation that I'm wearing. So I like it. Okay guys, now that we have all our liquids on, before we start putting our powders on, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray and set my face. And the reason why we do that is because it sets fast too. It's not heavy. Okay? It's not overly heavy. It sets really fast, like even on wet. But it's not like, oh, I gotta sit here 15 minutes and wait for it to dry. It's just gonna make the makeup look so much prettier. Like, the makeup already gonna be pretty, but it just be like, it just looks good. So the first thing I'm going to do is go up under my eyes with my MAC Medium Golden Mineralized Skin Finish. And I'm patting and I'm setting. You always want to set your liquids. Set everything with a powder. Even if it's a loose powder, you still want to set everything with a powder. And this helps with creasing. And when you're looking for powders to do this, like pressed powders that are like for skin, velvet, things of that nature that are like, oh, it's like skin, it's like foundation. Those are the things that you want to gravitate to, because those powders are not going to be too heavy and it's going to look good on the skin. Look, she look good, don't she? And look at my blush. See how that blush looks so natural? Let's go, Julia. Nice. Okay. So we did that. So now we're going to go in with our setting powders. I'm gonna use House Labs powder, bronzing powder, to set my contour. Y'all look at this powder. And it's, what I like about it, it's not overly warm. It's like a good brown. Y'all look at how my skin, when you use the right products together, it just does some for the overall look of your makeup. See? Okay, so now that we've done that, our face is set. I put powder everywhere. Uh-oh, there we go. I put powder everywhere I have foundation, right? Or liquids, except for where I did my blush, because I'm gonna put some powder there later. I'm gonna use e.l.f. concealer as a primer, an eyeshadow primer for my eye. This is what's gonna help your makeup pop, stick, pop, everything. And it's okay to blend it up. If you haven't done your, like I'm doing my brows last. So since I'm doing my brows last, it's okay. It's okay for me to pull it up, because once I do my brows, I'm still gonna go back in with that same concealer and clean up my brows. So I blended that out. Now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. powder, and I'm gonna use the back of my sponge. And the whole point of me doing this is because I'm about to use these browns and these eyeshadows, and I wanted to bake, but I also wanted to catch the loose. What is the loose? What is the loose? I also wanted to catch the loose pigments from the makeup, so it will not mess up my foundation. Alright guys, I'm about to use Juvia's Place Coffee Shop for the very first time. I'm going to swatch a couple of these colors for you. Now, I already did a video when I was in front of Ulta, but for those of you who didn't see it, I'm going to do it again, so you can see how pigment these colors are. I only did 4. I just want y'all to see how pigment these colors are before I actually use them on my eyes. Now, we're over here doing this espresso look, right? And this is my first time using this eyeshadow palette, so I thought it would just be good for me to show y'all also for the first time. So we're gonna do this together. So what first thing we're gonna do is figure out my transition color. So I like to stick with a warmish type color, something that kind of goes with my contour, but to be on the safe side, I'm gonna use this color right here. And I'm gonna get a fluffy brush and use in my crease. Let me tell y'all, the whole reason why we ended up with this palette is because if you go check out my Latte makeup look, I was having an issue. Y'all don't know. I had an issue with finding colors that like browns and golds that weren't too much, but like to go with my skin complexion really, that wasn't too warm or looked right. And y'all, I just mixed 2 colors together. And that's what happened. So that's how we ended up over here, because you know, it's a black owned product. So black owned products tend to have more colors that actually do really well on brown skin or darker women. So that's how we ended up there. So let me show y'all, because I'm over here talking. I mixed these, so this one and this one together. I really think it's gonna be a hit. And so we're about to go in, and this is gonna be my transition color. This is pretty. I always do a transition color, always. And sometimes my transition color be my only color, and I put just like a highlight on my eye. Oh, this is cute already, okay. Okay, so now we did those 2 colors. Now I was like, okay, they said espresso. So I'm torn in between, because my latte look was kind of similar to this other color, because it was more of a rustic type color. So I want to deviate away from there. So I think I'm going to go with this color here. And we're just going to build from there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my brush and wet it, because when you wet a brush and put eyeshadow on with that wet brush, it picks, like this is already heavily pigment, but it just makes it even more pigment. And I'm going to just pat this on. Oh y'all, and it's the gold flakes for me. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slowly build it up. So I took another left brush and I'm gonna build, cause you know, an espresso look really is the smoky eye. That's what they coming up with, all these terms. But when you look at the makeup, it's like, girl, it's a smoky eye. It's a smoky eye. But let me tell y'all, I'm here for this eyeshadow though with this. See, this is not too much gold. You can still see, I'm just liking, like you can still see the shadow. And you see I'm blending. I'm putting it on, I'm blending. Oh, this is pretty. Y'all, it's like a few more looks I'm gonna do at this eyeshadow palette because the colors are coloring. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up under my eye with the same color. I'm gonna use like a smudge brush before I do like any liner. Ooh. So now I want to figure out what I'm gonna put like in my inner eye. I'm trying to figure out like what I should put. Which one of these colors is gonna set it off perfectly. I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. pencil to do my waterline up under my eye. And this is the reason why I did everything on my eye first, because I knew I wanted just the black to really be in my waterline. I'm wearing Salon Perfect Siren Eyes Hypnotic Eye Effect, where you get up to 20 wears of these lashes. The first thing I'm gonna do with my brows is I'm gonna use this brow pencil and fill it in first. And the goal is to use this only. So I'm just gonna do like marks, angled to make it look like hairs. I use Fling by MAC Cosmetics, baby, because I was having the hardest time. I was like, which one of these is gonna look good? Because some other ones were too dark. And I want my brows to look natural. So now I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Brow Freeze. And I'm gonna brush the hair down. Then I'm gonna brush it up. And now I'm gonna go in with my Camo Concealer Caramel from e.l.f. and I'm gonna line my brows lightly. I'm going to line my brows lightly. So now I'm using my MAC 242 brush. And I'm using like a little concealer because I've already done my brows, my eyes. So I don't want to do anything that's gonna mess up my eye. So earlier you saw me put on the Juvia's Place Lily Blush Liquid. This right here. Y'all saw me use this earlier. And you can see the whole point of putting it on early is to build your product, and it gives you like a natural look, right? So it's not too heavy, but you know me, I'm gonna go in with this Juvia's Place blush and put it on top. I'm going with the same, almost same color pink, this color right here by itself, and I'm gonna work my way in with it. And I'm gonna use a blush brush. Baby, I'm gonna go to eat. I'm gonna go eat somewhere. She is too cute. Oh my God, y'all, this is, and I haven't even, like, I be seeing the girls be on brand and all this stuff. I'm not there yet, like, but, oh, this is so pretty. I have Juvia's Place Liquid Luminizer. I forgot all about it. All right, y'all, so we're about to try it. So we're about to try this together for the first time. And this is Juvia's Place Liquid Luminizer, Nubian Glow. And the color I have is Egyptian Glow. I'm gonna put it on my hand, on the back of my hand. I'm gonna work it in my hand. So this is our first time using it. I'm gonna work it off of my hand onto the brush. I want to fluff it out. The reason why I'm fluffing it out because I don't want it to do too much. You know, I'm extra, but I don't want it to do too much by itself. And I always highlight my brow bone. All right, y'all, so we're about to use this Artist Couture bronzer. Let me tell y'all, I used this the other day and actually fell in love with it. Y'all know I like a good highlighter. Little up there. Baby, let me tell y'all something. The Espresso, this smoky eye with the gold flakes is giving every freaking thing. So Espresso look is just a smoky eye with some browns and blacks, depending on who you're talking to. You know, the browner you are, the darker you're gonna go. That's just how I see it. Now I might be wrong, but this smoky eye, this Espresso smoky eye is giving. Y'all tell me what you think. Now, y'all tell me what you think in the comments. Make sure you leave a comment. Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Now, leave a comment. And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe. Turn on notifications. And also, join the text community at 972-433-9907. 972-433-9907. My app should be out whenever you see this. I don't know if it'll be out, because this is dropping soon, but it's coming any day, so be on the lookout. Join the text community. Also, follow me on all social media networks at Bridget H Beauty, BRIDGETTH Beauty, BRIDGETTH Beauty. This video was fun. This look is giving. I'm loving everything about it, and it's just giving. Until next time, y'all be blessed. I'll talk to you sooner than later.